Hello, everybody. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, fellow Igbos. This is for you. My name is Rosemary, and on this channel, we talk about freedom, about the Igbos, and any topic of interest. So, if you are seeing my face for the first time, you are welcome, and thank you for coming by. And if you see my face before, that means that your own thank you is greater for coming back. All right. My people, I I listened to a clip, a video, I mean to say, in WhatsApp, and that video was done by our beautiful sister Lolo Neka Chimezie. So, and she was talking about the population of people, Igbos, back home. Because she said she went for a burial and she noticed that in a kind of kindred of about 20 compounds, which will be, she gave an estimate of the people that's supposed to be there, about 150, but out of 150, that is only 3 people that are back home, which is very concerning. Only 3 people, and she said those 3 people are old men. Then she said even the one they went to bury was the only person in his own compound. Every other person is abroad. And now, after burying the man, the next thing is to lock up the house. So she was lamenting that that is not good enough, which is true. I quite agree with her. That is not good enough because we cannot continue in that way. Then she also mentioned that being not being at home is also giving the Fulanese the advantage to come and take over our land, because when they see that nobody is back home, they are already in the bushes waiting for the to take advantage of Igbo people not being around. And she also said it will give them an upper hand, which is true, because even if they are not coming to take over for now, when if they come and attack those old men, who is going to defend them when everybody there is old? So it is very concerning, and something needs to be done. Then she also mentioned that the Igbos are busy developing other people's towns, states, and countries, which is true. They said anywhere you go to and there is no Igbo person there, you should not stay there. And that is the popular saying, which means that Igbo people are all over the place, and we think it's a good thing. It's good, and it's still not good. Everything that has advantage has disadvantage. If all of us as run away from the land, or from our land, our God-given land, then who is going to take care of the land? The land needs to be taken care of. The land needs to be protected. The land needs to be guarded, so that so that other people will not come and occupy the land that our forefathers have left for us. Because if all our forefathers were abroad, I don't think we will have a place called home by now. So that is the point she is trying to make. So, and at the end of her video, she said her suggestion is she's calling Igbo women to allow their husbands another to marry second wives, so that you and your husband staying abroad can be abroad, while the second wives will be back home in the village, having, producing, making babies too, so that they will protect our land, and at the same time, your children will have a place to go. When they go there, they will meet other of their half brothers or half sisters. Igbo women, what do you think about that wonderful suggestion? I don't want to be the only one saying something about this. Please, in the comment section, Igbo kwenu, hey, kwenu, hey, kwezonu, hey. I know Igbo men will like this one, but what about the Igbo women? How do you guys like this? The idea of your husbands having another wife back home to protect the land, so that at least by the time, whenever you decide to go home, you know that you will go and meet a well-kept house, and everything you have worked for here and taken back home, you will meet them in good order. So what do you think, Igbo women? Fellow women, I really want to know your input on this one. So let us begin to comment in the comment section. I think this is an interested question and interested suggestion. Our Lolo Neka Chimezie is suggesting strongly. She wasn't joking. She really means it. She was suggesting for Igbo men to have wives back home. Please, I want to know your own opinion. I want to know your thought concerning this. Are you in support for your husband to keep a woman back home? So that we need our land for sure. We need our land. Without our land, we have no place to call home. And there is no place like home. East, west, north, and south. No place like home at all. Home is the best. And when you go home, oh my word, you will even see the environment. Only the environment will give you joy. I was home last November, and if not for one thing, I didn't want to come back. If not for that one thing is I mean, the environment back home is awesome. I am not kidding you. But the lack of light, 24/7, you have generator making noise. Even though it's cooling you down, it's still making noise. And all sort of things. You cannot travel easily without police, soldier, road safety, and all manner of people stopping you from here to here. So all those inconveniences, it was ridiculous. But other than that, the air back home is much different from what we have here. The food, everything is fresh. Fruit, fresh vegetables. Oh, it was wonderful back home. So, fellow women, fellow ladies, what do you say? Lola has given us a suggestion how to make sure we have people back home. So what do you think? I really want your input because we are all women. What do you think? And the Igbo men too. Can you handle two wives? One back home and one abroad with you. So Igbo men, let's see what you think. I know you will be in favor of this because some men like to marry two wives. Even though some of them have not pleased the one wife. So I don't know how they will please two, or how they will be able to run the two homes. But if you can, just put it in the comment section. So let's see what you think. And another thing I want to say about this is one big mistake Igbos make. Igbos don't teach their children to speak Igbo. Not everybody. Most of the Igbos, once the children are not born back home, they will not speak Igbo to them. You will see children, I see them here, abroad. Their parents are Igbo. They have Igbo names, some of them. Then speak Igbo to them, they won't be able to, they can't speak Igbo. They don't even understand. Then I'm like, how will Igbo parents, father Igbo, mother Igbo, and yet children don't speak Igbo? That is kind of ridiculous and embarrassing. Guys, you need to teach your children to speak Igbo, to speak Igbo. And for those of you that had their children back home and brought them here, make them to keep speaking that Igbo. Because I remember when my kids were little, when I speak Igbo to them, they will speak English to me. I will say, hey, boy, I started speaking English before you. If I speak Igbo to you, you have to reply me in Igbo because I don't want you to forget your language. That was how I taught my children, and they kept their Igbo speaking up to today and tomorrow. They will, and I still expect them to teach their own children Igbo. So Igbo language is not something that we're supposed to forget. How can you say you are from Igbo? They are telling you you won't understand the language. No, that is not proper. And another thing I want to add to Lolo's video is Igbo people also take your children home from time to time. I've seen many Igbo families here abroad. Their children are in their 30s. They have never been to Igbo land for the first time in their life. Some in their 20s, in their 10s. Then I'm like, what are you waiting for? You will make those children to have biased mind of going home. But if you have if you have the if you have been formed the habit of taking them home from time to time, at least every 5 years, let us say at most every 5 years, you take them back home. They will go home. They will want to go. They will want to go home. I know of a family here that for a long time they didn't take their kids home until their children were in their 20s. Those 2 years went home and they fell in love with home. And let me tell you, one of them now is looking for, she's planning to move back home and be working because she has a job she does online. So no matter where she works, they will still pay her in dollars, thinking that she's in America. Why she is not? She can do her work from anywhere. That is because they went home and saw for themselves the goodness, how good home is. If they never went home, they wouldn't have interest in going home. The second one, from time to time, she wants to go home. And whenever I'm talking about Biafra, she's interested. She wants to hear. She even asks me, Auntie, what will she do to join this thing? So that kind of a thing, if you don't expose them to their culture, to their language, to their home, you don't blame those children to grow up and remain abroad. No, we don't want our children to remain abroad. And for those of us, or for those of you, I'm not yet retired. For those of you who have retired, you need to start going home. Go home. At least when you go home, that will even make your children to come visit home because they will want to visit their parents. Please, if you are retired, pack your load and go home. Home is sweet. I don't know about you, but I enjoy staying home. So if you retire, go home. We need people back home. We need men, women back home to protect the land before we can join you. And because definitely, if you bring your children well, bring them up well, and you retire and go home, they will be forced to come home. Oh, we're going to go see our parents back home. And that will not also hinder you from coming to visit them. So please and please, Igbos, we don't want our race to be wiped up. We don't want other people to come and occupy our homes because of our absence. because we are looking for money. We are over here developing people's land, developing people's building companies, doing great things in the hospitals, in the banks, and everywhere. Igbos are scattered, and Igbos are most of the time best workers wherever they are. Yet our home is lacking. Yet nothing is moving back home. So please and please, as we are building here, let us also remember to build back home, because like I said, there is no place like home, and our home is the best that can and has ever happened to anybody. And for the business ones, if you have business here, take your business also back home. You can have branches back home, not just abroad or in other states of Nigeria, neglecting our own land. Please, we need to do better. Igbo raise. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo kwenu, hey. Kwezonu, hey. Don't forget to leave comment about what you think of what Lolo Neka Chimezie said. I enjoyed her video and it cracked me up, even though she made a lot of sense. We cannot give up our land because of abroad. No, 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 no. Jabibo. And our ancestors will not be happy with us when we do that. So that is why we should think twice of what she has said and do better. Please, thank you for listening to me. Share this video, like it, and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? Subscription is free. All right. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye for now.